The quickest way to become a snob about anything is to start doing it yourself. Grow your own cannabis, you'll never be able to smoke anybody else's. It'll taste awful. Make your own jam, and if you run out and you have to pop a jar from the store, it's gonna be subpar. Nothing beats homemade, fresh from the garden. Another great thing about making jams and jellies is that you don't need the best fruit. So if you don't have a garden that you're harvesting from like I do, you can always look for reduced produce at the supermarket, or you could hit the farmers markets, especially this time of year when things are probably reduced and on sale. And you can experiment with making some preserves to stock your prepper pantry for winter. Good morning, it's Katie Kate on the Homestead. I hope you are all doing well, staying safe, and deep into your winter preparations. This morning, I want to talk a little bit about this jam that I've been preserving from fruit that is growing on the property. This stuff has been so fun to make. I've been so excited because although I have a tiny bit of experience in water canning, I haven't done it extensively. And this has been a really great way for me to get restarted around here in a big way. What's wonderful about these jams and jellies is that they're only 2 ingredients, so there's no pectin added. The fruit itself has enough pectin in it to make it set if you cook it up to the right temperature and get the right consistency. So the only ingredients in these jams and jellies are fruit, sugar, and water. And it's just the simplest thing to make. All I do is pick the fruit, wash it, clean it, cut it up if necessary, cover it in water, and cook it. The berries, I don't even have to add any water. The crab apples, I cover in water. I cook them down. The berries don't need to be strained. The crab apple jelly is strained and then put through a cheesecloth, and then it is water canned and it sets. It's absolutely beautifully simple. Here's a hot tip. If you are making jam and you find it doesn't set after you've put it in the jars, just take it out and reprocess it, recook it, get it down to the consistency that it needs to be, and just can it up again. It does take a fair amount of fruit to make a jar of jam or jelly, but it's a fantastic way to stock the pantry for free for the winter months when those fresh, sweet things just aren't available. I have 9 jars in my pantry right now, and I've already given away 3 or 4 jars that I've made. That's another nice thing about preserves. It's something that you can gift, something you can pass along, something to share with friends or neighbors. The next thing I have to do in the kitchen today is process all of this zucchini. I've grown a lot and there's more in the garden. I have been experimenting with different ways of using all of this, and zucchini bread is by far my favorite. Now I need eggs to make zucchini bread, so I can't do that right now. What I'm going to do is shred up this zucchini into 2-cup portions. I'm going to vacuum seal it because I have read that this will preserve it for up to a year or more, rather than just putting it in Ziploc bags. Will only last about 3 months. So I'm gonna shred this up, I'm gonna vacuum seal it for the freezer, and then I'm gonna go pick some more. I'm having to play around with the vacuum sealer a little bit because there's so much moisture in this zucchini. The tray is getting full and the top is getting really wet, making it difficult to seal. So I'm not getting a perfect vacuum seal because I'm firing the seal before it's completely done, but it's still better than a Ziploc bag. Did you seal? Didn't seal. It's not sealing. Okay, I got it to seal just by cleaning out the tray again and making the bag a little bit smaller. Let's see if this one goes first try. Sounds good. And we did it. First try. Great. I shredded 10 cups of zucchini, so that's enough for 5 loaves of zucchini bread, or as ingredients for any other dishes that I want to make this winter. These last 2 are not ripe yet, unfortunately, so I'm going to move those to the greenhouse in the sun and warmth, and hopefully they will ripen up. And of course, save your seeds for your seed bank. Look at how many plants I'll be able to grow. I've got it double bagged just for good measure. I'm going to put it in the freezer. Nothing beats homemade, fresh from the garden.